All right, here's the deal. For New Year's Eve, I put out a little invitation to a few groups on Facebook and some friends saying, "Hey, we're gonna do a little Zoom party for New Year's Eve. We might put it on Soul Podcast, might not." And so we had a good time. A few people showed up, and towards the middle of it, I was like, I'm not really. This isn't really an episode. But then when we finished, and by the time the next day came about, I was thinking, well, maybe there's some stuff in there. And then I got some feedback from others that were there and others that couldn't make it. That they wanted to see the video. So this is going to be different from other shows that we've done. It's not technically an episode. It's kind of more like CCTV Zoom footage of our little get together on New Year's Eve. I've edited out as much as I can. I'm just trying to keep the somewhat amusing parts. But what made it really interesting is we had a lot of old and new faces show up. Of course, Emma's there. My daughter Gian takes it over. My cat hisses at me. We have a few weird, funny events happen. We got guest appearances from Sean Morrissey of the Dark Side of Soul podcast. We got Evil Jennifer from way back when, and a special appearance by our old co-host Stafford. So here we go. I can't believe I'm posting this. This is our Soul Podcast New Year's Eve show. Now, follow us, subscribe, whatever. But how about this? Go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/SeoulPodcast. Follow us. And we might do this again, and we really like to have more of you join us for these open air shows, these we say open mic shows. So here we go, and I hope you have a great 2021. I'm usually in the worst positions on New Year's Eve. It's like twice I've been on the subway home, right when it hit midnight. Actually, one of the best ones I've had was I had forgotten to close down the New Year's Eve schedule, so some people had booked a barbecue tour. This was around 3 years ago, and I went, okay, well, I'll keep it open because I usually don't do anything. It turns out I had like 20 people booked that night. I usually just get 4 people. I got 20 people booked, so I made over $1,000 in just one tour. And what was great was this is when I got the idea of adding this chicken option to the end of the tour, because we started doing the tour, and some people were only in town for like a couple of nights. I'm like, you gotta do chicken and beer when you're in Korea. So I knew there's this Tutu Chicken down the street. I love this little place, but they didn't really know me that well yet there. And I said, okay, I know this chicken place. So we go down, I take them out, and we walk down to Tutu Chicken. It's this mom and pop. Walk in, we're the only customers that entire night. And they were just so thrilled to see all these foreigners come in and crowd their place on New Year's Eve. Ever since then, every time I walk into that Tutu, they treat me like a celebrity every time. And so since then, I've had that as an option. People could pay a little extra, and they have that as an option at the end of the tour because it was just so much fun. We had so much fun doing New Year's at Tutu Chicken. But I was riding the subway home when it hit New Year's.
Oh no!
But that was fine because I had my fun. That was such a good time with everyone. Hey, David.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. Hey, everybody.
Hey!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
In the Philippines.
I'm in the Philippines. Yep.
Adamir, how are you?
Need to say hi. Well,
how's it going, everyone? Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
I just thought I'd join very briefly just to wish you guys a Happy New Year. I know it's been a very difficult year for many of us. I'm here with my son drawing cars. Vinny, say Happy New Year's.
Take advantage.
Like, nope, not happening.
But yeah, I'm about to put him to bed, but I just very briefly just wanted to say Happy New Year's to everyone.
Thank you.
Hope next year is a lot better for all of you guys.
Yes.
Same.
All right, take care.
I'm watching movies with my son.
Yeah, we were watching one too. We're watching the new Pixar movie just now.
Soul?
Yeah,
I heard
that's
real good things.
I've heard mixed, but it's you got to be in the right mood to watch it. It's
I feel like, yeah, it's a heavy movie, isn't it?
it's a lot of world building. It's like you're waiting for the plot to start because there's so much world building.
Okay.
Right, but it's about death, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's about it's so many afterlife. It's about the afterlife and the pre-life, in philosophy and finding your spark and finding who you are and it's they're just throwing a lot of deep stuff in there.
Get Joe's daughter.
You see, we got her doing this.
She's ripping off your visuals.
Here she goes.
Disco bombing, I think they call it.
GG.
I'm just waiting for my dogs to video
I know.
bomb.
It was
as
the
they-
one time Pippin's not wanting to be on the show.
I know. It's like, where is he? Pippin!
Her dog's name is Pippin.
Yeah, I have two. Pippin's the one that likes to podcast bomb. Every time we record for Soul Podcast, Pippin will be sound asleep for hours, and as soon as I set up, he's just like, and he's got to be in the video. So he's been in like the last 3 or 4 videos that we've done.
A lot of them.
Yeah, since the day I got him, he's been in every video since the day I got him, and I've had him for like 2 or 3 months now.
Well, by coincidence, we were just watching Merry and Pippin in the Fellowship of the Ring before I tuned in here, and it just happens to be her dog's name. Okay.
She has a fun story about that.
I do. Oh, right. Yeah. Not the summer before last, the actor who played Pippin, Billy Boyd, he's this really wonderful Scottish actor. He came to Seoul for Comic-Con, and I got to sit down with him. Well, they said 30 minutes. It ended up being closer to an hour.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I got to meet him and interview him, and it was amazing. I think I was losing it. I found out 3 days before that I was going to interview him, and for those 3 days, I was just losing my mind. High school Emma was going crazy. She's like, "Oh my God, we're going to meet Pippin!" And yeah, he was really sweet, really cool. But then I got this dog, and all he wants to do is hop around like a maniac and eat. So I was like, "Pippin, your name shall be Pippin."
Okay. Well, now if your house ever catches on fire and you're in the middle of it and threatened, perhaps Pippin will save you from the bonfire.
He'll probably just hop around.
That's what
What do I do? Good. In the very end, and when it matters, he might come to my rescue. Where is he?
Yeah.
Last I saw him, he was on my bed, hopping around.
I don't know if one of you
He's
can
got
tell
his
me.
Christmas
I'm pretty sure Pippin would pee out the fire.
That's true. Pippin probably would pee out the fire. Where are you? Hold on. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, there you are.
I always enjoy watching Stephen Colbert interview those actors from that. He gets it.
He's got a Christmas onesie on still. Here he is.
Why don't you do that behind me?
What are you doing?
Hi, Pippin.
He's actually really calm tonight.
Yeah, doggy. You see the doggy?
She's too busy making hand signals behind your head.
Jan, you want me to put it on speaker? Oh. All right, I'm gonna put it on speaker. Tell me if there's an echo.
Uh-huh.
You need a haircut, dude.
No?
Yeah. We need to get you in to get a haircut. Morgan needs a haircut really bad, too.
That's
See, this
fair.
is what I do. I get hypoallergenic dogs who have to get their haircut like every month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they their hair just keeps growing and it doesn't shed. That's why they're hypoallergenic. So Pippin's a Maltese and Morgan's a Shih Tzu, which are both hypoallergenic, as well as I think Bichon Frise and Poodles, I think, are also hypoallergenic. Or is it pet show and tell now?
Pet show and tell, but our cat would be like,
hey, at least I remembered I put my laundry up. I was about to sit down and start setting up, and I was like, oh, let's move the laundry rack into the other room.
there you go.
Yeah, Kitty was like awake.
Oh, Cutie was awake?
Oh.
Okay. Cutie gets me on. Here we go. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be there.
She's just staring at you. What?
Mm-hmm. She's gonna scratch me. Scare me.
Still breathing heavily, like always.
Oh, you stink.
What?
Cat does not like me.
No. I've got like my Anne Boleyn hat.
There he is.
There you are.
Sorry, I had to push some buttons and make some things work, and oh god, how's it going?
It's going great. Look at you. You look great. I haven't seen you in so long, and you already got your champagne.
Oh mate, it's 12:30 in the morning here. It's been
already gone there.
They've already had it.
Oh, I thought we were like one of the first ones to do it.
Depends on which side of the world you're on.
Do you have Zoom on this phone?
No, I'm not bringing out mine's in the fridge still. I'm going to bring mine out when it's closer to midnight here. For now, I've just got like my red wine in my big cup.
Oh my god, is that Gian behind you, Joe?
That's Gian.
Oh my god, you're so huge! Like not huge, but like bigger than the last time I saw you. Like I bet you can even say words and things. Hi, Gian.
Yeah, last time you saw him was 2014. That was 6 years ago. We went to his wedding.
6.5? Yeah, it would have been my wedding was the last time we saw each other. You were a tiny, tiny little human.
Hi.
Horror.
She's coming out. What I'm trying to do is I'm setting up Zoom on her phone so she can join from a separate place. It's all nothing but TikTok on this device.
I'm not surprised.
I realize I've managed to actually join from my work account as well. So, you know, if my my erstwhile employer has any problems, what are you going to do? So we're in, I guess, what I'd call 87% lockdown. Given
my!
There were 114 new cases of the Rona in the state today.
Oh, in the entire state.
Including one about 400 meters that way. But since I never leave the house anyway.
Yeah, we've been minimizing how we leave. There you go. We've been minimizing how much we leave the house.
Jumped on the bus. We've got like a free shuttle bus that does a loop around the small regional center that I live in. Look, I used my hand sanitizer 4 times today, as opposed to the 3 times that I would usually use it. So, you know, not a big deal at all. The very fact that, you know, people have come around to using masks, I'm like, what's a mask? The mask protects you from the yellow dust and from the spicy cough. It's all good.
Spicy cough.
Wear your mask. It's a good one. Yeah, I got a few strange looks. I have actually I have it right here. I have a full-on respirator, which
oh my god,
I think is absolutely hilarious. There we go. And so I had been wearing this for a good little while, sort of January, February, March, and really got a few strange looks. So I thought I would, take a step back from that. And then my work actually gave us really nice branded like cloth masks. And so this is all There's
That looks really comfortable.
whether you can see, but it's got my school logo on it and whatnot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and went into the supermarket today and found that all of the supermarket workers all have branded supermarket like black masks, and they look really cool. I'm like, that's the way you got to do it. You got to own it. You got to look good while you're doing it. So I think Australia hasn't got the huge numbers, but we're definitely into the wearing the masks now.
Yeah, they're actually a little smaller than Korea, and Korea's considered kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
We got under 1,000 new ones today in the entire country.
What now? You can get like Kyobo gift cards if you dob someone in for having more than 4 people in their house. What's going on?
Yeah, something like that. No gatherings of people 5 or over, and the government. Yeah, you're right. The government will give you little gift certificates. Yeah, if you take pictures of people.
Oh my god!
Over 5.
Wait, is that the crackdown of the week?
Oh my god, I missed everything. Oh, I forgot all the stuff we did.
You've got like a sting for most of these, don't you?
They're you know what, they are hidden. They are hidden somewhere, but I'm trying to think of how I play that on here. I got all
how things have changed, yeah, since let's see. My first appearance on the SeoulPodcast was episode 14. So
yes, it was.
I think my first appearance was like 56, 156.
You're 156.
No, I wear that number with pride. Number 14. And look, if anyone goes back and listens to it, I think the last half hour is just me having drunk an entire bottle of red wine, much like I have today. Just like rambling through the show notes, like the news. I think because we had rambled on so much up until the point of the news, I just grabbed the news from the show notes and just went through them, and I don't even know how people understood what I was saying. But then a couple of episodes later, Joe was like, "Come back!" So I couldn't do that bad.
I'm trying to figure out where to get Gian on the show. Okay,
my first episode, he actually interviewed me about working in the news industry in Korea. And then after the fact, I was like, I probably should not have said my current working place's name. Thankfully, no one has found out yet. And they asked me today, they're like, so you want to re-sign for another year, right? And I'm like, yes. No one has found out yet. We're okay. Well, they were like, we don't mention where I work anymore. After I think, we did that one interview. He's like, you want to co-host with me? And I'm like, sure. I don't do anything on Friday nights. Let's go. No one does anything on Friday nights because
back in the day, we didn't even mention Joe's fantastic significant other. Oh no, we did. We said significant other.
We said the SO, significant other.
Back before that was even a term, I think.
Well, apparently Joe had like read my resume because he's like popping out like, so you worked here and you worked there, and I'm like, we're just gonna name all of them, aren't we? Okay, fine.
Oh yeah.
The old places
this man
I don't
does
mind.
his research. That's for sure.
The old places I didn't mind. I was like, I don't care if Yunup News never wants to have me again. I don't want to work for them again. But my current place, I'd actually like to keep this job for just a little bit longer, especially, till the pandemic is over and I could maybe find another job.
And that's the thing, isn't it? It's all been a bit of placeholding over the last year, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I started this job right before the pandemic hit Korea, so I was just like, oh, this is going to be an easy coasting news job, and then everything hit, and I was like, oh God, nope, right back into news stress. This is fun. At least I don't work weekends.
Are you doing it that way?
So you forgive me. I've been a little bit out of the loop. I haven't been following the SeoulPodcast perhaps as much as I should be, despite all of the notifications on the Facebook page. But you've got a bona fide, like a real job, Emma. You're not one of these
English teachers that seem to populate Korea so much these days.
Yeah, I've been here since 2007, and I've been out of teaching English since 2008, and I've been specifically in news since 2009. So, long time.
Yeah, look at that. That's anything over 10 years, is definitely a career. A career, if you will.
Career.
Yeah. I spent far too much time in Korea because I still say my R's because of all of the Americans that I've come into contact with, and I get crap about it at work.
All your R's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said something about a car the other day, and everyone was like,
you used a word that's actually in the alphabet. Oh, wow.
No, it's not. There's no R in car. What are you talking about? No, to be fair, they give me more grief about sounding like a New Zealander than anything else.
You can do that. I'll just turn it back around to you.
I'm what do they call it? As a third culture kid or something? I don't know. Born in Australia, lived in New Zealand,
something like that.
grew up became a man in Korea, as you do. This is kind of weird. You've got Joe in two places there. That's awesome.
Why don't you go show everyone your room?
Oh, no.
All right.
No.
We got no dirty underpants in there, dude.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have. Oh,
So, Jian, how old are you now?
Huh?
How old are you now? 몇 살?
Korean age?
No, real age. How many years have you been on this earth, young girl?
11 years.
Okay, Korean age.
No, it's not. Take
How
this
old?
year minus the year you were born equals 10.
Fantastic. 10. Wow. Oh, that's
Fourth
so
grade.
that
I say it this
old.
way, fourth grade.
Fourth grade. Okay, yeah.
About to finish too. Just 2 months left in fourth grade.
But has she been to school at all this year?
Once a week. And that's when the pandemic isn't even that hard. Once a week.
Got a whole cohort of university students that's don't know what a university looks like. I'm a bit worried. Well, I've got a whole cohort of like the end of high school kids coming into university in this year now for me, and another first year cohort that hasn't seen the inside of a university. All they've seen is me take their lecturers' stuff and put it online. I'm like,
To be honest, if I did that for my first year, I might have done better because I would have had.
you know what? I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Kids these days do not know how good they have it. The number of lectures that I missed because, it was at 9 o'clock in the morning.
A lot less unaccounted for pregnancies.
Bingo. No flu. And like in Australia, they did a whole bunch of end of year wrap ups. Over the last week, it's been terribly boring.
Oh, I avoid those.
Right?
In fact, okay, no, I shouldn't say that because we purposely didn't do that on this podcast, but we did do it for the Dark Side of Soul podcast. But Sean mostly drove that truck.
They've either been really boring or really depressing because it's been like a year from hell. But one of the things they noted was that the number of cases of chicken pox are down, the number of cases of the flu are down, the number of STDs has dropped dramatically. It's like, well, that'll account for all the first year university students who haven't been to campus. It's like they're not escaping their home bounds, as it were.
You can go in the living room and do it.
All I see is a giant hand.
I don't want to see you.
So, fatherhood there, Joe, going well by the sounds of it. 10 years and still ticking.
What'd I do? I got snacks out for you.
See, there's not many kids who know what I'm in the middle of a show means. That's some good
Gianna.
parenting. That's some good parenting. I also like how I've got like a slightly more anarchistic, messy version of what's behind you, Joe. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah, yours is
Oh, I didn't even.
I just have like
I didn't even
my
turn on
messy
my lights.
costume
Hold
rack.
on. There we go. Okay, everything's turned on.
What
There
are
we
you doing?
go.
What?
Turning on the
Some sort of
lights.
remote could. Oh, fancy. No, apparently I have to update macOS before I can put my virtual backgrounds back on Zoom. That's disappointing. I've been quite a bit wary of showing the crap that's behind me, but oh well. I had a friend who was stuck in Melbourne for
what
a
hell?
good 6 weeks. So, you know, if you end up using this bit and you're recording for the podcast, I live in a state called New South Wales, which is which shares a border with Victoria below it, where Melbourne is, and Melbourne went through quite the outbreak of the coronavirus. You know, we're talking 300-400 people a day, lots of people dying and that sort of shit. So they locked up the border. You weren't allowed to cross from Melbourne into my state, New South Wales. And so, yeah, I had a friend who was down there visiting, and they closed the state border while he was there. And he was literally stuck crashing on a friend's couch for about 6 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
And no chance of getting back into New South Wales until they released it.
Sucks.
And then on the other side of sort of the converse is we had this outbreak in New South Wales just before Christmas, and it looked like the opposite would happen. Victoria would close the border to my state, New South Wales, and so my sister, who used to live down there, bundled up all of the family into the car and drove down there. It's about a 9-hour, 10-hour drive before the border was closed, so that she could stop in and see everyone for Christmas. So, you know, this whole, you know, it's one thing to be prevented from visiting other countries, but when you're in a country where the borders between states are closed, you can get trapped.
Yeah, I guess that would feel so. I haven't tried to leave. I mean, I go between Gyeonggi and Seoul because I live on the border of Gyeonggi and Seoul, basically. But border of Gyeonggi, I live on the border of Gimpo and Incheon. And
I think the only it was Daegu, and they didn't even like close borders. They just limited people traveling out of Daegu. Like if you're not from Daegu, I think you could go in there and leave. But if you lived in Daegu, they were like, you got to stay in Daegu.
Probably sounds like a good idea, regardless of whether there's a coronavirus, actually. But
yeah. Steph used to
I
live in Daegu.
lived in Daegu for 8 months, and I was like, "No, I'm out after 8 months. That's enough."
But during like the Shincheonji thing, didn't they had like movement limitations on Daegu, right?
Yeah,
I'm asking you, Joe.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that was about as close as we got.
I've forgotten a lot about what's happened there. That was a long time ago.
That was March.
Are we doing?
I know, right? It's like how many times in the last couple of days have you gone? What? That was this year? 2020? Really?
No, that was
God.
What? Like, oh my God, it's almost 2021. Wait, what?
It's approximately 44 minutes into 2021, and nothing has happened yet. I'm quite good.
No, okay, good. No nuclear holocaust. We're great.
The country's not on fire this year. That's a good start.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's what set the year off, wasn't it? Like the wildfires in it's 2020 started with the wildfires in Australia.
Have you watched the show Death to 2020?
Oh, I watched it yesterday. I just had it on on the second monitor here while I was doing some work.
I like the opening when they're talking about the fires in Australia. And it's like, what on the backside of the planet there was fire, which is an angry version of air.
It was there. Like, yep, that's definitely the case. And you know what? Having lived in Seoul for so long, you know, the initial reach for a mask before there was any coronavirus was the right one, because we had I think the closest like my house, the closest to my house a fire came, was a good 10 kilometers. So it was quite far. But yeah, no, for the whole month of January, the entire country or the entire East Coast was covered in smoke.
And then San Francisco, Northern California had it too.
And it wasn't just smoke. It tasted like you could taste the air, and it tasted like barbecue the whole time. So the whole month I'm going, oh no, everything's burning, but I'm really hungry. Oh, no. It was terrible. It was terrible. But
I'm just happy that I'm just happy Oklahoma didn't have another one of its massive storm seasons, because like I figured if any year, every once in a blue moon, they'll have an F5 tornado just pop down and destroy the city of Moore. Like it happened in May 99. It happened again in May 2013. And I just, as storm season, which starts around April and May, it was just like, I kept watching the news. I was like, I'm just waiting for it. Like we've had the wildfires in Australia. We've got the coronavirus pandemic. Trump is doing Trump stuff. I'm like, I'm just waiting for it. We're going to have another F5 tornado this year, but we didn't. So thank goodness.
I think I just figured out how to do our audio cues. Here we go. Let's try it again.
It's the drink.
You did. Just now.
Oh, there's a trip down memory lane. Oh, it's the drink of the week.
It's the drink of the week.
I just heard it just appear.
Oh yeah, I stopped showing off my wine bottle.
Yes, definitely with an homage to the Economist podcast there, but we'll carry on.
Those are great.
This is when I would occasionally actually edit the Soul podcast. Occasionally, I think I did 2 or 3 there when something happened one way or the other.
You did great work. Oh my God, do I have this? I still have.
SeoulPodcast stars live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I love how Eunjung almost forgot 7. No, I thought that was something else though. I thought I might have had the old New Year's Eve countdown. I might have it still.
Don't we have people joining a Skype session at random times? I vaguely recall.
Oh, you were there
of course.
That? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was let's be honest, I was mostly drunk through 2000.
I was drunk through a lot
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, 21, what?
I just remember Regina was on there and everyone was so excited about Obama. I think Evil Jennifer was on.
Oh, very nostalgic. I'm feeling very nostalgic. Thank you, Joe. That's,
actually, where I should message Evil Jennifer and be like, yo, get on here.
Finding all this old stuff.
I'm surprised that Jen and Rob didn't like pop on, especially Rob, because Rob is always after me.
I was expecting.
Yeah, because Rob is always like, so when are you gonna have me on Soul Podcast now that you're a co-host? I'm like,
he doesn't say that to me.
Like, yeah, exactly, because I keep forgetting to ask you. All right, so Rob wants to be on the show. There, I did it.
All right.
Now he can't come after me anymore.
There's something I haven't used in about 2 years. Cacao Talk.
Oh yeah.
And now the news and whatever is distracting us from our jobs.
What is that?
I love that one.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Old stuff.
Gian, these are things that happened before you were born.
Yes, it is.
Now, things that make you go, what?
What?
Korean politics and society.
Oh man. What was the Time Wasters one?
You know, every so often I'm rummaging through Google Drive and I come across a show notes, you know, for
Oh God. Old stuff. Old stuff.
Oh, I miss King Sejong. Oh.
Here we go. Oh, that's whoa. Whoa. That was in the early days.
Wow. That's pre episode 14.
Yeah, here's the one. This is what we replaced it with.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, dang it. My phone is still on like work. It's like turned off all of my notifications until 5:30 a.m. because it thinks I have to work tomorrow.
Oh.
Don't have to work tomorrow.
Gian, that's
I
an
find them
idea.
annoying.
Gian, you and I should do a show. You in your room and me in my room.
There you go.
And we should do the one where like I teach you English and you teach me Korean.
Just a game.
We do a game, but you teach me Korean while doing a game.
The
She's 10
enthusiasm.
going on 15. You can just
간씨,
sense-
아빠가 그 한국말 할 수 있어요? 할 수 없어요? 잘 못해요? 알았어. It's fun having bilingual children. I've missed that, being able to talk to kids in 2 languages.
Yeah. It's Korea's the dominant language in this household, and I'm trying so hard to tune my frequency into it. And
this house too, so I very rarely we try and speak as much Korean as possible, mostly for my benefit, because obviously we don't have any children. Or maybe I'm the giant child, I don't know. But
oh
yeah, without
I just found. Hold on.
anyone to speak to in Korean, it's not.
Yay! Jen's gonna hop on.
Oh yeah, well this is going to drive Stafford crazy.
Oh.
Was that the dog or what your dad said? I'm just like gonna go rinse out my cup and get my actual like sparkling.
Down.
Oh man, I just farted. Oh man.
Thanks for sharing that. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, no, remember
God,
the pizza
cashy. One cashy.
Well, Cashy, remember the pizza Atong? Gian, hold your ears.
Sorry, I've come back just to laugh about that one. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
I couldn't afford I couldn't actually go far away to get actual champagne, but I figure sparkling white wine is close enough, right?
That's fine.
I've got something to cheers with when it's actually midnight.
No,
Okay, fine.
All my sounds are so dated. Like K-pop sounds.
I have not heard that song in forever.
I
Oh
know.
my goodness.
Okay, here we go. You ready for? Can you believe this? I'm gonna do K-pop memory lane right here. Here we go. Here's some more.
Okay.
These are our sound drops we would do.
Oh my gosh. That was for the phone commercial too.
I kind of like this
remember that.
now.
I remember that. I remember those phones. Oh my gosh. Memories. That was back when I was used to
LG
way
chocolate.
back-
That's like what 2006.
No.
Yeah.
It was here. It was out. Oh, I want to say it was 2007 or 2008.
I'm pretty sure it's
I was
2007.
in
Eh?
Korea.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Some of these have aged pretty well. I kind of like them now.
Heartbreaker was
I do like this
Heartbreaker
song.
was like 2009, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I do like that song.
That's all I know.
Yeah. I do like that song because one thing I get distracted because what is a butt chew?
Even Gian liked that one.
What is a butt chew?
I'm like, nobody but you.
And here's the last one I have.
How am I remembering like these random dance moves from these
that was the peak, and that was
like
peak.
sorry. Yeah, that was back when Super Junior was actually super cool and before anybody got arrested for doing stupid stuff.
That was as if you were comparing it to like grunge, this is like 1988 Nirvana.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the cool K-pop. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that. You know what? No, it's so funny because I was so like blasé about it, and I was in Anyang Central Park, and there was something on stage, and it was Super Junior singing the song on stage at Anyang Art Park. They weren't that big back then. I mean, they were sort of big enough to that people were crazy about them, but they were doing free public concerts. So that's Super Junior.
Okay. K-pop. Yeah, that was Super Junior. Sorry.
Oh
that
yeah,
was Super Junior.
Okay, so I was on a show with them. So that's how bad I.
Oh yeah.
Took and the fat guy and.
One. That's like the one that was like that's like super Christian and like said something bad about gay people.
Oh God.
Or something slightly homophobic, if I remember correctly. And then there was Kung something. That was the one that got like all the DUIs. And then went to the military and then I think quietly quit the group.
I mean, they're so
I only
large.
know so much of this because I had to edit the articles that came out.
Okay, well, they were so large that you wouldn't even notice if one of them left.
I came back to my office and all I heard was gay people. I'm like, what?
Hey, yeah, it was like just waiting.
Well, we were waiting for you to like play the Imperial March as evil Jennifer entered the Zoom room there.
I didn't have it set
and
up.
Here I am.
There she is.
What's
when he
up?
said that was your when he like the first time he was like evil Jennifer and I'm like, why would you call her that? He's like, I didn't come up with that name.
Long
No, I've been evil
story.
Jennifer for many years.
Happy New Year, Jen.
Yeah, thank God.
You're welcome.
Fuck 2020 may have never come back. Good riddance to bad rubbish. At 11:59, I'm going to stick my head out the window and tell it to fuck off. Oh, boy. Oh my God, your daughter's listening. I am so sorry. That is.
That's funny. She hangs with the adults now. We did a Zoom party last week with the voice acting group, and Gia just fit in with everyone there.
She just popped up right after I said a bad word. She was totally invisible. I was seeing you, I was seeing Emma, I was seeing Stafford, and then all of a sudden I say bad words and her face pops up. Oy vey.
It's all right. I think I was going on a rant about GSM New Year's Eve parties, and I think Gian popped her head right after I was like had a very cursed Latin rant. I'm like, oh, Pippin, stop! He's like licking the desk, and I'm not exactly sure why, because there's been no food there, dude.
Desk liquor. It's like window liquor. It's a desk liquor.
Sorry, Jen. I was doing the same thing. Hang on.
You were licking the desk?
Oh, you often. I've run out of champagne, so it's the best, the best alternative.
Get that little drop that you accidentally. No, I've got like 2 bottles of wine over on the table over there, so I don't have to get up. I've got my sparkling wine, so I'm ready for midnight, and then I've also got my red wine, which is what I was drinking just before that.
I can see from your lips.
I know, it's like I saw that, and I'm like, damn it!
No, I'm joking.
Oh well, too late now.
Your lips are luscious.
No, but I could see like a little spot right here from the red wine.
Oh, well, that's what it's like when I hang out with sommeliers. It's like everyone has purple teeth.
Sexy. Real sexy.
I had to think that I'm like, Joe's like, whenever I hang out with Somalians, I'm like, why have they got purple teeth? I'm like, what? Sommeliers. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Sommeliers.
There probably are some Somalian sommeliers.
Yeah.
Oh, try saying that 5 times fast.
No.
Somalian sommelier. I can't do it. I can't even say it normally.
Mogadishu.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, I have a whole unit that I'm supposed to teach in one of my classes about homeopathy, and I have to think about it every time I say the word.
Homeopathy. I can say that one.
I usually can, and then I'll be in the middle of class and I'm like, homeopathy.
Homeopathy. Yeah, I guess.
That's why I kept screwing up on Dark Side podcast. We were talking about the literati purge, and I kept saying the literary purge.
The literary purge.
Not as funny, but I just every time I can't say literati.
Hey, burning books is never a laugh.
Liberace purge.
No.
Liberace.
The Liberace.
No more sequins.
I will say I'm so proud that I can pronounce the name of the Nigerian candidate for WTO, because I've had to say it so much, and I got it right the first time.
What
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
What?
It's Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. I've had to say that on air so many times.
Okonji.
And nobody in my office was I only got it because I had a friend here in Seoul who is Ngozi. But it was spelled the same way.
If you say it the right way, it kind of is the same rhythm as rain in Spain. You can do a whole song with that.
The BBC has a whole like a pronunciation guide on like how to deal with random names that sound strange.
Like the
it's somewhere
British
on the internet.
care about pronouncing foreign names.
Well, exactly. But for those ones that are 7 syllables and made all of consonants, it's quite useful.
I mean, you still have British reporters here that still say Pyongyang.
Oh God.
Pyongyang, guys. Pyongyang.
I still remember watching the Olympics years and years ago, the Winter Olympics, and held in Nagano, Japan.
Nagano.
Oh my God.
So, all my delightful American friends who, usually attached to the U.S. military somehow, asking how much something costs, and it's definitely man-won. Man-won.
You see how sneaky I got with Gion's room? Because she likes to sneak off and slam her door. So I put educational posters on her door.
Yeah, no, actually, that lasted until I was 14. At this point, I had been swimming quite regularly and was pretty much a solid muscle 14-year-old. So she takes the little stick, slaps it on my thigh. Instead of hurting, it snaps in two and then falls to the ground. And we both just kind of stare at it. And then my mom just like spins around and like rushes out of the room. As soon as she was gone, I burst out laughing because I was like, what the? Years later, when I was 20, we sat down and talked about this incident. And my mom was like, yeah, I rushed out of the room because I was afraid if I stayed, I was going to start laughing. And you were already crying. And I didn't want to make you cry even more. So I just ran to my bedroom and laughed. I'm like, Mom, I didn't say anything because I wanted to laugh, but I was terrified if I laughed, you were going to hit me again. So we both had a good laugh about that years later. And that was the last time I ever got spanked.
Oh, if that was the last time, you're clearly missing out.
Yeah, I just realized how that sounded. I was just like, oh, God, Emma. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And with that, my darlings, it is like 1:10 in the morning in Australia here. So I am, after a very long day of commiserations over 2020, going to say good night and good luck. And
adieu.
It was good seeing y'all again.
It was great. I've been playing with the idea of trying to get all the old hosts, all the old and new hosts together for one show. How to coordinate that one.
Shouldn't Jen and Carl be getting all of the new hosts together? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, it should be. But getting those guys motivated.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Just give me a time and a date, and I'm there.
All right.
But love you guys. Have a fantastic 2020. The last 45 minutes of this hellish year.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting to see what happens.
Anything can happen in 45 minutes.
Already. You let us know if there's anything coming up in 2021 that we should be aware of.
Hey, look, I'm an hour and 12 minutes into it. It's working fine so far. Touch wood. I'll let you know. Love you guys. See you later.
I can't knock on wood, the dog. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I got a lot of wood to knock on in this house. My whole house is made of wood.
I love your house, though.
It's a pretty nice house.
She lives in a hanok. A beautiful, beautiful little hanok. Yeah, I'm in my cinder block rooftop apartment. I have my heat up to like 60 right now, and it's actually livable.
See, the best part about our house, as Emma can testify, is it is insulated up the wazoo. And we turned our heat up to 50 because it's been so cold. But that's the highest we have ever had it. And in a little bit, we'll probably turn it back down to 40, which is the lowest it goes. And it's still sometimes...
You still can... Hi, Sean.
Hey, how's it going?
We were wondering when you were going to pop up.
I didn't even know you guys were doing this until
it's been a fun evening. Wow, we've had so many people pop in and out. It's been.
Oh, I switched to my sparkling white wine since we were getting closer to midnight.
Okay.
So since I couldn't actually go out and get actual champagne, I got the next best thing.
Okay, I'll get a drink with you. Hold on.
I'm on TikTok. I have not posted anything because I don't know how to post anything, but I'm on TikTok.
You are the
He's got an Instagram.
Child. You are the best child. Thank you. She gave me sparkling water in a glass.
Okay, he's still hot.
Is he?
He is.
He's okay. I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers, but...
Okay, let's stop talking about Sean.
Huh?
Are we going to get some info on that water?
No, it's whatever deal I can find on coupon when I need more water.
Is it Rheinwasser?
I do have Rheinwasser. We just ran out of Rheinwasser.
You ran out of Rheinwasser? We just got some Rheinwasser.
Ooh.
You'll
You know
like
what?
this, Emma.
I want some of Jen's boozy eggnog because that stuff was the greatest.
This is
Yeah,
funny
That was
because
some pretty awesome eggnog.
try not to
Yeah.
read
And
the
my glass.
Try not to read the Hangul, but try to figure out.
Wait,
how this
is that Lord of
pronounced.
the Rings?
It is.
Oh,
It's like all blurry, but I could still tell.
Yeah. So it turns red when the glass gets cold.
Ah.
So, cheers.
Gion's doing product placement for us.
this water's called Mine Mine. But it's
Mine Mime.
Mine Mine, but it's spelled, mine.
Mine.
It's Mine
Mine
Mine.
squared.
That's what I would call my bottled water. Mine. Not yours.
Not yours.
Mine.
Anyway, so Basil Rathbone's playing Richard III. Karloff is playing his assistant. And they decided to play a trick on poor Price. He's supposed to. So in the scene, they dump him into this bed of Malmsey. There's a big tub of water, and slam the lid. And Price is that he was supposed to swim to the bottom and hold on to a bar for a count of 10 or whatever, so that they had long enough to finish the scene and yell cut, and then they were going to open it back up, and everything would be fine. Except as kind of a joke, Rathbone and company sort of jumped and sat on the lid when they filmed the scene.
Oh.
And accidentally jammed it shut.
No.
Oh yeah. And Price is just doing the scene. He swims down to the bottom. He grabs a pole at the bottom. He's counting 1, 2, 3, and he gets to about 7, and he hears this cracking sound. That was them using axes to cut into the butt of Malmsey because they'd accidentally slammed the lid shut so badly they couldn't open it again.
Oh, he almost literally drowned in.
Oh my
Almost literally
god.
drowned.
And we wouldn't have had the house on Haunted Hill, like Joe's got in his background there. Well,
I have a very vivid imagination.
It's a great camp.
We still
campy
haven't
horror
watched
movie.
a horror movie with you yet.
I know. Rob made it happen. I swear to God, I think Rob had more fun trying to scare the crap out of me than he did actually watching the movie. He spent most of his time just like leaning over and then poking me, and I would shriek, and then I would in turn scare the girl sitting on the other side of me. So, but it was fun. We watched it 2 together, and it was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, because I'm not typically a scary movie person. But yeah, that was the night that
we're gonna change.
That was the
for
night that I
you.
met you. That you said that was it, right?
Yeah, that was the night I met you. Yeah, because I went on the tour. I went on the Dark Side of Soul tour to write an article about it for the magazine. And then after that, Rob picked me up and we went and watched it Chapter 2. So
I haven't.
yeah,
seen
and that
it
was
yet.
the night that Rob declared scary movies with me are a spectator sport, apparently.
Second, I have a. Where's my? I have a House on Haunted Hill shirt. Hold on a second. Now I'm concerned that I've lost it.
Dog. Because the dog's in my lap, I have to like. Okay. Why do you have to sit in my lap, dude? Oh God. No, you can't have this. This is not for you. I accidentally left like a glass of beer on the very low sitting coffee table in my living room, and I went to the bathroom, stepped back out, and this one had his head like all the way in drinking my beer, and I'm like, oh my God. But you know, he was fine. I got there, and but still, now he's like, he's trying to drink my no wine for you.
Hi, Rhett.
Hello, Mr. Joe.
How are you?
Here you go, Emma.
My wife's putting the kids to bed, and I thought I'd
Great.
slip on in here. Just scoping out who people are and if I have any friends or foes in the room.
Normally Adidong TV does like a big live New Year's Eve broadcast that they post on, that they have live streaming on YouTube, but apparently not this year.
No, they're not doing
yeah.
any. There's nothing live to do. Even for the big bell ringing, they're just going to do a recording rather than have anybody actually ring the.
Yeah. They canceled that. So.
Welcome to 2020, the year of cancellations.
Yeah. I never liked the stories where he was one of the bad guys. I was just like, he's just a dude.
But he's got the name Mordred. How is that? That's a bad guy's name.
No, it's not in Welsh.
Mordred.
Or biased.
It's like Ursula has to be a villain's name.
No, I love the name Ursula. Don't say that. Ursula's a great name.
You're evil Jennifer. Of course you like the name Ursula.
Because Ursula's a badass name.
I'm cool with Ursula. I like it.
Here we go.
It's like, oh, now let's all bring our pets on camera.
Oh yeah, because I see Cutie on the other camera.
Yummy.
Ryo, do you want to be on camera? I don't want to be on camera, but I could put my cat on camera.
Yep, you can do that.
Every time I try to put Pippin down, he just like throws a fit and is like, no.
Oh, hello, Kitty. Wow, it's just it's cat zoom.
Why do you not have a cat?
Your cat too.
It's like cat zoom and Pippin. He's just like, whatever.
Care not for your human rituals.
Actually, hold on.
Don't tip my drink over.
Where's your brother, dude?
I don't think so. Right?
Honey Kitty, I miss you,
Your
Kitty.
video option, and you can change your background.
Where? Sorry.
In the video icon, right next to it, there's an up arrow. If you click on that, then there's an option to change your background.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, thanks. I see it. Okay.
Yeah, I just saw it too.
They've added a new feature, this video filter. So now you can actually do like hats and stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Like on Facebook?
Yeah, just like Facebook. Now I got a hat on. It's not as crazy as TikTok or anything, but
my daughter loves doing that with her, like with my mother, playing. You can do the because usually we chat using Facebook, and they have all the games you can play with the other person. Lots of fun.
My nieces love it. Yeah, hard to have a real conversation.
Welcome to Friday evening in another Joe show.
Now I have no idea how to turn this off. I'm sorry.
He's just stuck with rainbow glasses for the rest of the chat.
I'll go with the pizza.
It could be worse. There was the woman who was a potato for an entire meeting because she couldn't figure out how to turn it off.
I heard about that.
Yeah, 2020.
It was on 2020.
No, during 2020, during this hellscape of a year, a woman was in a
okay.
Oh,
I was like, wait, she was being interviewed on the show 2020. This I have too much true crime stuff. Sorry.
God, that that is a dilemma for that show. It's like they might have to rebrand. Ah!
Oh my God.
Jesus.
It's like, what on earth is going on?
Did Gian do that?
I didn't do it.
Finally, we hear from Gian, and it's something hysterical.
It has all of us going, what on earth is going on?
She's like, watch me make these old people freak out.
With giant pictures of cats.
Gian, this will be one of your more memorable New Year's Eves.
Speaking of memorable, I'm going to log off now too. I'm going to go spend the last 15 minutes of this horrific year drinking with Gakyu.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right. Bye,
And
Jen.
bringing my head out the window to yell obscenities to send 2020 on its dastardly way.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Happy New Year. Thanks for inviting me.
Happy now.
Oh God. Dog. He's now jumped.
Yeah, there's Pippin.
There's the Pippin we all know.
Now it's a Soul podcast.
Yep, now it's a Soul podcast. He was so calm earlier. He was just lying in my lap, chilling out, and I was like, "Oh, you're too hot." So I put him down on the floor, and he's like, "Nope."
Hey Sean, in your area, do they say it differently? Do they say it "Sehe book mani pajuseo"?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they do. I said it 3 times today.
Pajuseo.
When I got my coffee. Okay.
Really
I gotta get going. Sarah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let's chat like this more often instead of
like
once a year.
I like it.
Emma you should join our next dark when we do the Patreon. You can be like a special guest. We do.
I would love to.
Yeah, because everyone's most of the people who are on there are geeks too, so they would love talking about all kinds of stuff. So
yay, we can talk about geeky stuff.
yeah, we often do. So end of January will be the next one. We do that.
All right, I'm in.
Cool. Right. Okay, Joe, I'll see you tomorrow. We got recording tomorrow night.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. We do.
Right.
All right,
Joe.
All right,
Joseph. Right.
Yes.
Okay. I'll make the note. I didn't make them today. I was too busy. I'll make them tomorrow. So anyway, Tian, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Talk to you later. Okay, Emma. Good to see you. I'll chat with you later.
See you too.
Yeah. Bye-bye. All right, Joe. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
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 It's almost time, everyone.
I know. We're at 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
This is so cute. I don't think she's ever been this excited or this aware of it. But then I wasn't with her last year. She was in America last year.
Ah.
Wait, let me start over again.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It's midnight when we say it's midnight. Damn it.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Here's to hoping that 2021 is at least mildly better. I'll take mildly better at this point. Mildly better sounds good to me. At least Trump is out of office soon.
Well. KG?
Is it like time to play all the New Year's songs?
Yeah, that was a good mix I made. That was a long time ago I made that.
That's not bad.
That wasn't
Not
too
bad
bad.
at all.
It was like
Yeah.
a bunch of different sounds I threw in together with King Sejong. Yay, Gian!
You stayed awake. You know what? That is how we all should be reacting to the new year, right? Or maybe we're just like,
You're so jaded.
it's like, hold my breath. No.
But I like watching your reactions, Edward Munch.
If anybody says, oh, but at least it can't get any worse, I'm going to smack them because that's exactly what you say right before it gets worse.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's like, don't say that. Just keep it to yourself.
Just say it can't get
Keep it inside.
It can't get any better.
Yeah, it's like, well, it can't get any better than this. In a very dry, sarcastic way.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I
come
missed
on.
2020 again.
You missed 2020 again?
Oh, I missed 2020.
Why?
How'd you miss 2020?
I know.
Someone's doing something. Is the cat?
Yeah. Cat.
Where's the ghost?
Hey, yo.
The ghost has been acting up again.
No, she was like trying to open this door.
There I am.
There you are.
That's freaky. That's freaky.
I know. It's like watching the two. I'm like, I'm so
confused too.
Like, I don't know which one I'm supposed to be watching. I know there's a cat who's just like, why?
Because that's the most of the content of Gina's YouTube channel is the cat.
The cat.
Yeah.
Sneaking up on the cat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
Wrap
gonna
it
head
up.
out. Yeah.
was
Happy
good.
New Year.
Thank
It was
you.
good. Yeah. Let me know when you want to film next week.
Okay.
Mhm. All right. Happy New Year, Gia.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Good
Year.
night.
Bye.
Bye.